G'day, Ricky and Isan here, coming to you from the rice fields here in Chayapum. So it's nearly time. It's nearly time for the locals to make some money, mate. Make some rice. If it's not about money, at least it's the food for the year. We're here at the family's farm, I guess. Their ponds, their rice fields, their plantations. It's time to have a look at the rice, eh? There was a bit of interest when I've showed it in the previous videos. And we're almost harvest time now. So I'll show you guys the family's rice anyway. So yeah, all the way over to those banana trees and up there. This is one of their plantations. This is the rice. So you've got a long grass, essentially, and it flowers. And that is what is your rice. That is what you have with your pad kapow. That's how it grows, people. Pretty cool, huh? It's interesting how many people aren't sure about that sort of thing. So, is it ready yet? It's getting there. So when it starts to flower, this is the flower. When it starts to flower, you know you're getting close. But another 30 days after flowering, it starts to turn this yellow color. Golden yellow. You can see over there it's a bit more green. Perhaps this field here is pretty green, isn't it? So, once it turns yellowy golden, basically a 10 to 15 day window, when the golden yellow, that's nice and gold there, kicks in, a 10 to 15 day window, and you're ready to harvest. Now that's just the simple way of explaining it. I'm sure they come here and have a look and suss all the rice out themselves. And there isn't an official rule book, but that's roughly what happens, eh? So basically in the next 10 days at least, it's ready to harvest. It's a bit greener over there. Let's go for a bit of a wander. I'm not sure if this gets done first for the area. So my wife's parents, my wife's mum really, organises the rice harvest here around the village anyway. How's the bamboo? That's beautiful, mate. What a beautiful plant. You got the travelling harvest crew. They come from somewhere up north towards Chiang Mai way, for here anyway. And you see them on the big highways travelling around, huge trucks, and they've got the harvesters on the back. If you look at the number plate, you'll see they're from, at least here in Chayapum, they're from somewhere up there. They must travel around because I posted that it's nearly harvest time here in Chayapum on my We Love Isaan Facebook page, and a few foreigners got their nose out of joint suggesting in Surin and Royet it's nowhere near harvest time. And it was a bit outrageous for me to suggest that the locals of Chayapum were going to harvest now. Yeah, it's looking a little greener over here. So the fact that they look after them and apparently they just camp out may suggest that they'll just do their field first, I don't know. And then they just camp out here. Because once you cut the field, you've got all this land you can play on as kids. Kids fly kites. People collect up the remnants, the straw, the hay for cows and buffaloes. It'd be interesting. So obviously they harvest the flour. That's not ready to eat. There is a process involved where it's got to run through a machine, and the machine essentially like peels it. You've got to dry it out as well, of course. So when they harvest it, everyone's burning at the moment, as I've been complaining about. They're burning because they're all cleaning their lands. If they've got a bit of land, they're cleaning it up, cutting down trees, cutting the grass, because they need areas to dry the rice. Sometimes they take over the roads. I saw this last week. And they just set it out in the sun because the rains have stopped now and let the rice dry. People will tell you in the comments that people make nothing too. It all depends on family and circumstances. People have debts to pay. Some people only have enough rice to keep for their consumption for the year. Some people have heaps, but they share it for the whole extended family around Thailand. It all varies family to family, but someone's obviously making money. This whole industry wouldn't exist if there wasn't money to be made, would there? There's a lot of corporations involved. There is a place, hopefully I'll go along and tag along with the father or something one day, where you go sell it all, and they put a sign out the front telling you the price per kilo, and that fluctuates. So it's kind of a bit of a game. So the mother-in-law, she looks after this harvest crew, and everyone will sort of book in a day to get their plot done through her. The father-in-law, he gets out in the truck, the Isaan, to transport a lot of it. He'll do his own rice as well, of course, and people will pay him, book him to relocate and essentially work as a truck driver for them. It's quite interesting how it all works. It's quite a communal thing, the rice harvest. How else do people in Isan make a little bit of money? And it's only a little bit. Don't get your knickers in a knot because I'm suggesting they're making money. Sugarcane in this area is a big one as well. So this is the local sugarcane growing. That's still another 2-3 months till harvest time. Around January, it'll start getting harvested. I guess if I stood there, it's going to be, what, 2.5, 3 metres high if I was to stand at the base of it. The sugarcane I think is a lot easier because you just cut it and it grows back 2 more years. Interestingly, they squeeze in what they can, eh? We've got the banana trees here growing. So you get a banana harvest, you got a coconut tree back there. And I can't remember what these are. They're like yams. Although it doesn't look like yams. It looks like, I guess, a green from memory. It's like a vegetable. Someone will tell me. It's a very common one. I just don't know the name. But I don't know if you remember, it'd be a video from quite a while ago. They put in this new canal system where you can share the water through all the fields, and it's also going to work as a drain too. And the father-in-law planted the plants because it was just better than weeds growing there, and it's worked quite well. He's got quite a good yield next to his yield, doesn't he? I can see the rice up there is looking fairly golden, and I thought I'd show you this as well. This one, I learnt about this in Australia actually. I was seeing these plants all over Springvale, Noble Park, Dandenong, for people who know Melbourne. And it might give you an idea. There's a large Vietnamese and Cambodian population in those areas. And it's dragon fruit. This is how you grow dragon fruit. It's quite an odd plant, isn't it? And the dragon fruit will grow on the end. Someone's just got to plant a dragon fruit plant on the side of the road. I'd love to plant some of this actually. I quite like my dragon fruit. I'll show you in our soy when I go back home. Someone's got the frames where they were obviously growing dragon fruit previously. It's amazing the more you learn how much around growing is a type of food. I'm even sure, is this tree the weed we see everywhere? I'm even sure, I'll show you the tree anyway, near our house. These grow everywhere and you can use these in salads, these leaves. In somtums perhaps. Go for a walk. Someone's got a nice little house in there. How's the privacy? Living behind all the sugarcane. Go for a walk and you can find food, you can find something they can sell anywhere. The bananas you sell a bunch of bananas for, depending on how big the bunch is, 50 baht, 40 baht, 100 baht. Depends on the type of banana too. The little monkey bananas do a lot less compared to the big Cavendish bananas we have in the West, in Australia. Rice field has not done well at all. So if I got close, let me jump over. So you can see it's flowering. We've got the actual rice flower, don't we? But it's so patchy. There's obviously been too much water in this field. It's not draining properly. And it just hasn't grown well. You'd be spewing. I guess they'd still harvest what they can there because rice is rice, eh? They might get a few months of meals out of it, depending how much yield that gets. I wonder if this add-on played a part in the drainage problems there. Maybe that brought more water to their field. Maybe this is better. And I just wanted to show you here. They've got their sugar cane. It's all cleaned up nicely. So they do like to maintain this. And I guess clear all the shrubs. Makes it a lot easier to look after, and it makes it a lot easier to harvest the sugarcane as well. They'll also burn it. They're trying to cut that practice out, but they'll burn the sugarcane fields again to create this. It's much easier at harvest time just to cut the sugarcane. isn't it? But yeah, we'll show that when it's sugarcane season, of course. And there's the advertisement, eh? Get your fertiliser or your pesticides sprayed by drone in the area. Maybe the guy who I filmed lives here, perhaps. The old canal system that they added in here, it looks like they're extending it too. So we had the big excavator here last week digging it all out. And it goes quite far up, so yeah. It's starting to rain. I'm gonna put the camera away because my action camera is not waterproof anymore. Hello. Swadee Krab. Swadee Krab. Back in civilization. Back in the village. Yeah, preparations are underway because all that rice, it needs to dry somewhere. You don't just harvest it and package it up, do you? So that's where blocks of land like these come in handy, where you've got a bit of space. Ooh. They cleaned up this lot here yesterday, so it's all been mowed nicely and cleaned up, and they'll lay out, I guess. I don't know if you call it tarps or nets. It's kind of in between. It's not quite a tarp, but it kind of looks like a net. Just I don't know. It's easy to pack up on the go when the rains come. So they'll set it out here. I'll be helping, of course. Helping. You just sort of give the rice a bit of a rake. It sits in the sun. It wouldn't be the ideal day today. And there you dry it. We'll obviously get more details on it for you. But you dry the rice up before you bag it up in the big bags. And this is what I was talking about. Yeah, these are obviously for the dragon fruit. They obviously had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plants of dragon fruit growing here at one stage. Oh, down the back there's more too, actually. Where you can, it'd be good. The twins get to grow up with this sort of lifestyle as well, and learning where their food comes from and what you can do on the land. Hey, we don't learn this. We don't learn this in the city, in the West, do we? We just learn to go to the supermarket and tap to pay, don't we? Even over here next door, the old plot of land, they've cleaned it up nicely. I was curious. I asked the wife, why are they cleaning up this land? What's going on? It looks like, you know, we're making a cricket pitch. Maybe we're getting ready, we're going to play a bit of cricket here. No, they're going to dry the rice here. So they've cut all the trees, they've mowed the lawn. It's looking very nice now, doesn't it? Remember when we were building, this was a muddy mess. It's a cricket pitch now, mate. So I'll be able to look out the slats of the kitchen and watch the rice dry, mate. But this plant here, I'm not sure if that's the plant we looked at before. Yeah, you can eat these. It's like a salad. I should give that a trim, before it, I don't know, grows into our wall and creates issues. But that is a plant that grows everywhere, all of these trees. It's basically a weed, isn't it? I don't know if you consider it invasive, but this is edible. I don't think it's super sought after because it's everywhere. And I don't see too many people harvesting it, but maybe everyone's got a bit growing near their house and they've just cut it all back here because there's just too much of it. But yeah, there's a bit of an insight for you. How the locals around here are making some money. It's rice harvest season and in our part of Isan anyway. I understand everywhere's a bit different, and yeah, preparations are underway. Let's watch the progress. Let's see what happens, and I'm gonna lose the beautiful view of the rice growing out from our porch. 1 year at a time, 1 year at a time. It'll be back again next year if we're still here to appreciate it, won't it? And when I mean here, I don't mean here in Thailand. If we're still here on this planet, who knows what could happen in life. Take care. I'll see yous when I see yous.